Tesla accepting Bitcoin once again. Let's not let him toy with our hearts this time. He was buying a bunch a couple years ago and then ended up taking profits on it like any responsible trader would. However, he's using company money and it's kind of aggressive. It caused a lot of momentum shifting in the markets. He's toying with it again now that he's claiming Bitcoin is 50% or more renewable energy, specifically for mining Bitcoin, which is pretty good. That's actually astronomically good. Like, having that much energy production from renewable resources is kind of demolishing the narrative that Bitcoin is bad for the environment. And if you speak with Josh at all, he is super adamant that Bitcoin could be used to help clear up a lot of the wasted energy out there. So I think this is a really cool narrative that I hope actually plays out more aggressively as time moves on. Basically, Bitcoin miners just kind of like pick up residual energy that is running off from the rest of the power grid. If you actually look in Texas a couple weeks ago, the power grid was about to shut off because there was too much energy being used and the infrastructure was not ready for the surge. A lot of places over on the western side of the United States have regularly scheduled power outages. This was not going to be a regularly scheduled one. And the Bitcoin miners came together and actually shut down power and kind of like relieved the stress on the grid, which then allowed the grid to not shut down and everyone didn't have to lose power, which is actually huge. Really, really cool. Let's look at what the market is doing right now. How's everyone doing? Welcome in, Dream. Welcome, PS Crypto. Haha. Welcome, Goku. Welcome, Sawyer. How's everyone doing? Happy Friday. Let's make some good trades. Let's get some money moving today. I want to make some profits. I just funded a new account. I'm not telling you guys with what exchange it is because I don't want you guys running and making your accounts until I've tried it out. But I just created my own new trading account, no longer with BitGet because BitGet is playing games with US users, and hopefully, from what I understand and who I've spoken with, this trading platform does not require US users to jump hoops and use VPNs and everything. So I heard 60+%, nice. Hey, 60+% is still above 50%. Either way, I'm pleased with that. Drinking the C4 canned pre-workout. Jesus, dude. It's a little bit early for that. 9:30 a.m. I got my cup of coffee here. Second one. Hopefully not Binance. Definitely not Binance. It is not Binance. So if we look at Bitcoin right here on the daily chart, we did have a nice bounce in the last 3 days or so, which is right on schedule. It's right in the plan, right? We are again hitting this resistance line that has been trending down right at 26,433 on the day. We're losing momentum there. We're losing momentum. The RSI does indicate that we're going to continue this movement, but given everything in the macro environment right now, and given everything in just how the pattern tends to play out in the pre-election years and in the pre-halving years, I would expect Bitcoin to have a little bit more of a pullback. And if we look across the entire market on the daily, everything looks like it's hitting some level of resistance, right? You look at ADA getting rejected. You look at Matic getting rejected. Hopefully I don't have to draw all these trend lines for you. I will if you guys need to. Solana getting rejected. HBAR everything's getting rejected right now. There's nothing that's really holding up too great. And so we're not going to counter trade that. We're going to go with the trend. We're gonna trade in our favor. Bro, I woke up 15 minutes before I was supposed to clock in from work from home. That's kind of sketchy. I've done that, not gonna lie. I've gotten up and like, shit, it's like 9 o'clock right now. I need to go schedule the live stream and get trading with you guys. Not today. Today, my alarm went off at 7:30 and Floop chose to get on my chest and start nibbling my face, so I was wide awake. He's becoming very aggressive again in the morning, which I'm not a huge fan of, but at the same time, he's looking out for me. He's got my back, you know? He's got my back. I expect Bitcoin, I really do expect Bitcoin to get rejected here and come down to retest these lows once again. I think that if we do that and continue to knock on that door in a week or two, so have a solid 7% pullback in a week or two, I think that we will break this as the trend line here begins to get closer and closer, right? So by the end of this month, I do expect us to have cracked below 24,600, and I think sustainably move down for a chunk, which is not too shocking, right? If we were to go back, I don't think this has got enough data on it, but if we were to go back to Bitcoin, before we do that, let's assess the market, right? I keep getting distracted, but I don't want to miss any trading opportunities, right? So we need to establish what we're going to be paying attention to for the day. Dump. I lived across the street from my high school. I'd wake up on my first alarm. I would get up almost 2 hours before high school started because I enjoyed having my morning time before going into school. I never understood how people could just wake up and get in there. My brain hadn't turned on enough, so I'd wake up super early. Sometimes I'd go for a run. I'd come back, shower, eat my enormous breakfast. I had a very solid routine. All right, so Ethereum not really respecting the VWAP. Bitcoin not respecting the VWAP, which is unfortunate because I was kind of expecting to long Bitcoin earlier this morning when I checked on it, but you can see right here we broke below and completely changed direction, which means direction on the day is not super conducive for what I'm looking for. Did you guys enjoy those 3 trading videos that I sent in the Crypto Night Discord? Did you guys all watch them and kind of get a stronger understanding for what we're trying to look for here? Cardano is on a clear downtrend pretty much all day today, but it's not really setting up the pattern that we would like to look for. I really do enjoy when we bounce off the VWAP all day. Matic, you can make an argument for Matic. I don't want to make that argument. Solana, nah. HBAR, okay. Potentially HBAR. If we kind of like play around with the VWAP here and extend it from the previous day, you can see it would kind of look something like that. So arguably, we could look for a short entry coming in here. Let's look at XRP. Nah. Aptos. Again, I think you could fudge it a little bit and try and get it. So we might come back to Aptos, but right now HBAR is the move. Aave. This is Aave looks perfect. Aave looks perfect, and I want to enter it immediately, actually. And we see a RSI divergence a little bit. Nothing too spectacular with that. Aave looks perfect. Let's zoom out a little bit on Aave and see if there's something we're messing with. Because I said everything, I was bearish on everything today, but now I'm looking to long Aave. A lot of resistance, so I would be quick to take profits if I'm to enter this. Let's look at the 4 hour here. Do you guys kind of get it? Do you guys see why I might be interested in Aave? After watching those classrooms I put out, does it kind of make sense? Let's close that. Turn on some of the moving averages. Yeah, we're likely to get rejected here, but that doesn't change the fact that my intraday pattern. So I've got to be quick to take profits effectively with this because we're probably going to get rejected on the daily frame or on the 4 hour here, but on the intraday, it is looking bullish and it fits the pattern. So it's a solid Friday. Why not take it, right? RSI is dead center though. It is. RSI is absolutely dead center. I'm looking a lot. If I were to overlay this, my girlfriend's out there making some noise. If I were to overlay the RSI, it's kind of a lot of noise right now, but you could see. Let's see what we can see actually. Yeah, there's not really a divergence at all. I guess a little bit back here. It's not really as strong of an RSI divergence that I would be looking for. So this setup is definitely not perfect. That part is not there. But the pattern looks beautiful. Could we scoot that back over? There we go. Give me a second, let me see. Because we had the initial low here, and then one here, and we made the lower low. We started climbing again, but the price is also climbing a little bit. And we're coming back up to an overbought territory. So this is definitely not the perfect RSI setup. However, not every trade's going to be exactly perfect, and I haven't had a losing trade in 2 weeks now. So we might need to just like hit that losing trade. I just started the new account, so it only feels right that the first trade is a loss. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All right, let me see. I'm going to enter it, I believe, if I can figure out how to get into this quickly. So let's go to markets. We got to search for this Aave USDT futures. Should we do spot first? Chill on the leverage for a minute. What's this looking like for potential? Maybe a 1% gain. This isn't looking like it's going to be a massive thing. Let's do spot first. Especially because it's a new account and often, well, not often, this platform has, if I hit a certain volume threshold for spot trading, then I get access to like free money for incentives, you know? Incentivizing. Let's go in with a third of the account. What are you guys saying? I watched one yesterday. CKP. Hell yeah, baby. What are the likes after this? All right, okay. 5 likes. There's only 3 watching, so shout out you guys. Shout out you guys. He said, what about Matic for spot? Let's look at Matic. Matic, I don't like it. No. It is in a clear, like the trend is clear, but it's not using the VWAP. So we could short it up here. I'm not really feeling it though. Because of this morning, all back here, we were above the VWAP and then we came below and got rejected. So the direction, like it's not respecting the VWAP on the day. So I'm not super confident that that I'll have that indicator to like be behind me, to have my back. Whereas Aave, even though it's questionable right now, so far it's had its back the whole time. So does that make some sense? I really want to rely heavily on the pattern, the trends. All right, let's see. Ready? Market order filled. I went in with a third of the account. All right, let's draw that line. We're just doing, I'm testing how to trade appropriately. Plus I literally haven't opened anything yet. It does. What about Matic for spot? What do you mean it does? All right, now I gotta go see where the position is. Open orders, order history, manual trading. There it is, the assets. It tells me my P&L, but is it just not moving? Yeah, I guess it's not really moving. Oh, it sees my buy order. It hasn't filled yet. Okay, it just hasn't filled yet. Kind of weird. Not really sure why it won't fill. Successful deposit. Oh, agreeing. Okay, alright. I thought you were attacking me. No, I'm just kidding. I did, so it shows that I bought. I don't want to show you guys the like screen yet because I don't know if it's hiding anything from me. You know, I don't want you guys to be able to steal everything from me. It shows the order book pretty large. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, it's kind of being sus. My assets. Okay, it went through. Alright, it went through. My cost basis is at 54.79. What's this at? Thanks for bearing with me with this, guys. What the hell? Well, actually, I can't even change this. 54.79. Did I just get cucked? I just got cucked. Don't use market orders, guys. That was silly of me. The market literally they blatantly just cucked me. How on earth? They used my market order to fill it all the way up here. Look at that. Look at that. I just got... Alright, whatever. We'll see. Now I can be entertaining again. If we come down here and put in a new low, I'm going to sell out. If we do not, my take profit's going to be up here, chilling, probably around here, which is not exactly a 1%, especially where they cucked me a little bit, 0.75%. So, not fantastic, because I just did. I don't know. I don't have a justification for it. I went in with a market order, and that was silly goofy of me. But we hit the trading volume already, just on that one order, which means we're getting a little bit of free money off of this trade. So even if it's a loss, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All right? Okay, let's look at everything again. Let's check out Quant. I want Quant to crash for you, Goku. I want Quant to die. Not really, because I hold it in my portfolio, but look at this. This is wow, okay. This is indicative of something that's going to fall further, right? Let's go check out just Quant on Binance. So if we look at this, all right, you can kind of see how it's starting to pick up speed here. We fell down very hard to a support level and then tried to kind of have that battle. Every single candlestick, remember, is a battle in a massive war ground. The war ground being the price of whatever asset you're looking at. Every candlestick is a battle. And just like I said with the VWAP, taking into account the volume behind each candle, the amount of troops, the amount of volume, the amount of troops that perished in each candle, in each battle, varies. So if we have, just like in a war, you don't learn about every single battle that took place during that war, only the key battles. Only the key candles are important, which is why we take into account the amount of troops that were lost in each battle when we're trading. And if we look at this, we can see point blank that the momentum is starting to change quickly. So we had one little green Doja Cat candle, a second Doja Cat, a third Doja Cat, and each one is bringing us down lower and lower and lower. So we want to be watching. This is probably a decent spot to be entering, actually, especially if we could confirm some sort of a breakout and have one of these battles close at the lows. If we could close below 91.30, if we could close below 91, then I would be full force confident that we're crashing straight down probably $5, which is not huge, but it's like pretty big actually if you think about the amount of percentage gain that you could make off of that. So Quant, I think we'll have to see, but that momentum shift looks like it is happening. We are continuing to go down. Chuckosaurus. What does that even mean? Oh God, I love you. That's funny. I'm going back to the... It's still confusing, right? I haven't had enough time to get super familiar with this new trading account, so I'm trying to get back to Futures. There we go. Futures. Although I'm in spot right now. So assets. $5 is nice for me. Hell yeah, it is, dude. You'd be rolling in it. $5 would be sweet as hell. A $5 move on quant right now is like 6%. So a 6% move, especially if you're using any amount of leverage, you're going to be rolling in it. I think people expect to hit those like home runs every single trade. That's not what the game's about. It's not what the game's about. That's not what the game that I like playing is about. You can do that, and sometimes I'll do that as well, but I like to do that with options in the stock market. I just feel like it's more controlled than this. This game is about making those small, consistent wins over and over and over again to grow an account. And then we take those funds and go fund our long-term investing account, and then we look like geniuses. I'm gonna piss myself. $3x. You were bringing up a good point here, right? If we pay close attention to Bitcoin, when we were talking the other day, I think especially where Bitcoin dominance is really starting to pick up again, I think a lot of the altcoins are going to bleed against Bitcoin as Bitcoin falls. So like, have you noticed how Algorand, okay, don't want to look at Algo, I guess. Have you noticed how Algorand is at all-time lows? Not cycle lows, like all-time lows. We broke below the bottom from last cycle. All-time lows, Algorand is. That's terrifying. That's terrifying. How did it get even lower? And it's not showing any signs of slowing down. Algorand, I liked Algorand. I mean, I still kind of like Algorand, but this is not a good sign. This shows you the half-life in crypto. It had one cycle. Most coins are going to live through one cycle, which is why the portfolio that we have right now, the bag holder to homeowner, is made up of mostly new coins, coins that have not gone through a full cycle. Algorand has gone through its cycle. Its half-life indicates that it will not make it to all-time highs again this next cycle. Doesn't mean you won't make good gains here, right? Even if it goes to $1, say it goes up to $2, right? You still got a 2,000% gain. That is still a really good gain. But most altcoins are bleeding against Bitcoin, and I don't think that they will come back. I don't think most of these will come back. We look at, this is on the weekly. Bitcoin's dominance is continuing to rally. It's just continuing to push up and up and up. And recently, like, it's going through some sort of a pullback here. We are down 6% with Bitcoin's dominance. So that gives altcoins the opportunity to rally. That gives altcoins the momentum to pick up some price action, which is what we saw. A lot of altcoins, a lot of newer altcoins started rallying. You see Kaspa, you see, I don't know, that's the only one that came to my head right now. Bitcoin dominance is entering into a level of support right now on the weekly. So if we are to continue to rally, if we do find support here on Bitcoin's dominance, I would not be surprised to see altcoins fall even more for the rest of this year. It really wouldn't be. Obviously, we have to wait and see how this plays out. And just because Bitcoin's dominance goes up does not mean that the price of Bitcoin as a function of USD will go up. It just means that if Bitcoin is to fall 5%, altcoins will fall 10%, and then Bitcoin rallies as a function of its dominance to the entire market. It's at 50% dominant right now. That's insane. That is some really strong dominance. And while I'm alt heavy, I own very little Bitcoin. I don't really want to see its dominance get up to this moving average, or not moving average, but this trend line. I can't deny the fact that it is possible that we get up to that 56% dominance, 50% dominance right before the halving, or like right after the halving. We'll have to wait and see. got several 3x longs on Atom. Ooh. Let's check out Atom. For a swing trade or for long-term positions? Guess he probably shouldn't be swing trading that on a 3x. Although you could. I mean, I guess he shouldn't be long-term trading that on a 3x. It is definitely finding some region of support here. So are you long? Yeah, you just said 3x longs on Atom. I think you're getting in before we find that clear direction change, right? Like, there's no real confirmation that we have found a bottom here. We could continue down. We could find that momentum to shift down again. But there is a good area of contention here, so it's not the worst spot, I think, to enter. It's just you have to understand that you're in there without clear direction just yet. There's definitely movement, though, or room. You see like a 10-15% rally up to this area of support before, this area of resistance. We'll see. This is purely on the market cap even. I'm not paying any attention to the price for that. I think I'm going to get stopped out here. Yeah. I don't have a stop loss on, but technically speaking, I should close now. I'm going to cry. Yeah, let's get out. See, I literally said, you guys even pointed out the RSI is not in our favor. That ends the week on a poorly executed trade. That ends the week, our 2 week long stretch of not losing a trade there. Oh man, first trade in the new account, negative. Now I got to figure out how to get back into the trading section so that I can sell. This gives me a little bit of relief, if I'm being honest, because I felt as if the trade was coming soon that was going to be a loss, and I was just a little nervous that it was going to be a heavy loss. So I'm happy that this was such a small loss. We kept the loss very tiny if I get out right now, but my FOMO's kicking in. My FOMO's kicking in hard right now. It broke trend. It's finding support at the previous support, but it's touching our stop loss over and over again. Aave broke trend right here, which tells me I should get out. I tried to help. It's fine. This is part of the game. This is all part of the game. Most trades are going to be winners, but you got to have those losers. You have to have them. There's no way around them. The goal is just to limit the losers to small amounts. I'm going to pee. I'll be back in like 10 seconds. You guys are going to watch. I'm not closing out of it yet. You guys are going to get to sit and watch and see if I make a terrible mistake by getting up right now without closing. Did we get destroyed? Did we get decimated? Oh, we didn't get decimated. We're gonna get decimated though. This is retesting that trend line right here that we broke. It's gonna come up here. This is exactly what's gonna happen. It's gonna come up, retest right here, get rejected by the middle VWAP, and come down. Show signs of a clear change in direction, and it will not be it's going to be a losing trade regardless. We're just trying to minimize the losses right now. So currently speaking, I have my Aave here with the sell order right there. I am going to change it to a limit order this time. That way I don't get absolutely decimated like I did before. If we could get out at 54.64, I would be happy. Honestly, Jonathan, I don't even remember. I think we only took 3 trades this week. And I think this was the only long. I think it was 2 shorts and 1 long. Yep, there we go. Yeah, it's coming back down. I don't even know if I'll get filled at 60 now. Oh, 64, sell Aave, confirm. Are we out? Are we out? Not yet. Not yet out. Not yet. Lock price coordinates. You've locked the price coordinate at... Okay. It's weird because this screen is looking different than this one over here. We're getting rejected though. I'm gonna bring it down a little bit. It's funny, it's very interesting to see the different exchanges having completely different momentums. Completely different, like on this exchange, we are going down. We're about to break low and make lower lows on this exchange that I'm trading on. But on BitGet's exchange, we're still holding up. I wonder where the divergence is happening. Is this exchange that I'm using going to pull up and come with BitGet, or is BitGet about to dump? This will be very interesting to watch what happens here. I think BitGet is going to come down. I think it's going to break down. AVAX looks like it's trading in a range, so it will more than likely come back to break even. I would love to see that. I would more rather get out of the trade and not have that stress level, because we are touching... We did hit my stop loss, and I didn't actually set a stop loss, so I didn't get out of it. So it's bad risk management on my part. I'm going to cancel. I'm going to try again with another limit price. Oh, it just went. As soon as I hit cancel, the moment I just hit cancel, it ticked up. It would have filled right then. You know, I hate myself sometimes, man. I hate it. I hate this game. I know. It is, the VWAP is literally in the middle of this channel. I just don't want it to be in a channel. I'm thinking it's going to get rejected here, come straight back down. I think this is a change in direction. The entire market is bearish, right? I was kind of going against the rest of the market. So if Bitcoin finds support here, maybe we stay range bound in that channel. I don't think Bitcoin's going to find support. I think the whole market's headed down today. And I tried to long Aave in a bearish trending market. I think it would be a wiser idea to short right here and try and catch that change in direction, but that's not what the strategy is about. I don't like, anytime I stray from the strategy, you guys have seen over the last month or so, anytime I stray, I get destroyed. So let's fill. Come on. Let's get out. It's 2 pennies away. Now, now it's 8 pennies away. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Did any of you guys join this trade with me? Are any of you guys long Aave as well? What does Signals say? Signals isn't really good for this strategy. Actually, I haven't actually tested it, so maybe it is. What is the time frame? 2 hours? That's probably too long of a time frame. Let's go down to 30 minutes. My whole bag is in the quant short right now. Are you serious right now? Everything you have is in quant short right now? You're wildin'. You're absolutely wildin'. Yeah, see, I don't even see anything. I don't see anything for Aave right now. Not on signals. I gotta get a new camera angle. I feel like you guys look at my ear way too much. We're bouncing again. Is this not exactly what I just said would happen though? Did we not come up, try and break it, and get rejected and come straight back down? I thought we'd break through this, and I thought it would take a little bit longer, but is this not exactly what we expected to happen? It's gonna break in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Na 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 na. Nothing happened. Oh. Dude, what's going on? Stop fucking around. Excited at break even, but I had a better entry. Exited at break even. Yeah. All right. At least you didn't take an L on that. There, aside from the trading fees. Yeah. See, we just broke. We're breaking. I can't get the fuck out of it. The VWAP being in the center of consolidation is good if you're going to trade a breakout, but the strategy is VWAP bounce, so it's 50-50. Yeah. I don't think we'll get the bounce here. Maybe if we do, hey, if things reverse and we find another entry point, we can hop back in, but we're not going to. And it's going right past my thing again, so we're just gonna get out at whatever price it is right now. Fuck those limit orders. Yeah, okay, I'm out. All right, a little bit of a loss. We went in with a pretty small, we went in with 1/3 of the portfolio, and we did not use any leverage on this. So, I really didn't lose much money at all. I'm still trying to figure out what's going on this new account, because it says I lost... It says I lost 1/10,000th of a penny. And I know that's not accurate. There's zero chance that's accurate. Fucking... it's like, yeah, I'm only trading with $1. Every one of these trades that I've shown you guys, I'm not taking any risk. I'm literally only going in with $1. So yeah, I'd use 20x leverage. XLM. Oh, not on that. That is not XLM. There is zero chance I long this. Are you on crack, boy? You on crack? This setup almost looks perfect for shorting. Not right here, though. We're pretty far away from the VWAP. If you're trying to catch a reversal, maybe. We're close to the bottom from yesterday. Massive wick up. Johnny, all good. You're actually extremely late. I was about to get off. We just took a small loss. A very small loss for the account. It's alright. It's the first L trade in 2 weeks, so I'm glad that we got it out of our system. It's Friday. We're going to get it good for Monday. We're going to have a phenomenal time. All of you guys, please like the live stream. Show me how many people showed up. I do appreciate each and every one of you guys for being here with me on this Friday. Again, the entire market's bearish right now. So entering into a trade, trying to go long, the setup was there. The RSI was not perfect, like Goku pointed out. We took the risk anyways. It didn't pan out. Bitcoin is going down for the day. Quant, everything is negative on the day. Like we said when we first assessed the market on the daily candles, everything looks like it's in the process of being rejected. So we counter traded to some degree. I'm not too worried about it though. Not too worried. Green body with a big upper wick. What are you talking about, Jonathan? Jonathan, massive wick up, long XLM. I don't see it at all. I don't see it at all. Let's look at Bitfinex. Everything looks negative for XLM. Continuing to just trend down. All good. Your time's your most valuable asset. Hopefully, you guys found this worth investing into. If you're in the Discord and you haven't watched the videos that I posted yesterday explaining my trading strategy, explaining the VWAP, explaining the RSI, please go do that. If you watched them, I would appreciate your feedback dramatically. It'll help me improve on my everything. I am going to go hang out with Lucas today, actually. So we're gonna, have you guys seen the trend with the 24-hour live streams? I think I convinced Lucas to do one of the 24-hour live streams. And while we're live, I'm gonna go exploring his apartment complex. Your time is your most valuable asset. I already said that. Thank you guys. Appreciate you. Enjoy your weekends. I will be seeing you all on Monday and in some TikTok lives with Lucas. We're going to pump out so much content that you guys get sick of seeing our faces.